To the Colts, the Indianapolis Colts. Let's go, man. I like okay. Latu, I like him from UCLA. I like what he did last year. For UCLA. I like the way he played. He was fast to me, really fast off the ball, speed rushers like next level. Um, they went and grabbed Adonai Mitchell, the wide receiver from Texas. This receiver draft was huge. Was like really a lot of talent out of the receivers, and I'm sure y'all heard that not only from the professionals, but it was there. It was there definitely. If and especially if you watch college football, you would say that a lot of these guys, right? The offensive tackle, Goncalves from Pittsburgh, they show love to the hometown. I like him. Even though Pittsburgh didn't really do nothing. But look, I'm about to tell you about this guy real quick from Oregon State. A lot of people may not probably paid attention to him. Maybe y'all did because the Pac-12 was popping. Anthony Gold, 5'8", 174 pounds. He plays a lot stronger than that. And I think he's gonna be an asset for like a slot um or kickoff return. You know, the kickoff return, he's a flyer, tough individual, and I really like that pick for the Colts. I do. I ain't gonna lie. And them black unis is hard. And for that, I give him a B minus on the draft, bro. Jaguars, the Jaguars. Let's go. Jacksonville, bro. And my son loves the Jaguars. Brian Thomas Jr. with the first pick, with their first round pick, man. 6'3", 209 LSU. You know he about to put in that work, dog. Then they went and grabbed the defensive tackle, man, Mason Smith from LSU. Then they turned around and grabbed Jerry Jones, the quarterback from Florida State University. Then they got Javon Foster, the Missouri offensive tackle. You know what? And then Jordan Jefferson from LSU, a defensive tackle. They went and got they beat for him, bro. They got it. Then they got Kellen Robinson, backup running back from Texas. I think that I don't know what they was really thinking with that, but then they ended off grabbing with their last pick. Their last pick, the Jaguars' last pick was from Texas Tech, Miles Cole. Now you like, all right, they ranked him out of 61, but that's for your last round pick, a 61, and then that's slighting, dude. Watch him on film. Watch him on film, please. Please, just y'all watch him on film. Miles Cole, Texas Tech. Look at the film. Um, from Texas Tech, and then y'all can then you come back and then comment underneath, and then comment underneath. For that to be your last pick and how you ending off the draft, oh yeah, they scary, bro. They scary. Yeah, they a team that get an A+ from me, bro. I give them an A+, straight up. Yeah, they did good in the draft. I think they did very good picking up their needs and the guys that they got. The Kansas City Chiefs, man. I don't look. I just don't know how you got to give, man. Let me get them a round of applause, man. For them to be winning Super Bowls and for Patrick Mahomes just to make everybody great and for us to just be graced with watching the greatness of Patrick Mahomes and being, just us being able to watch that again. Like, I'm so spoiled. Not only did I get to see Tom Brady, but now I get to see Patrick Mahomes go to work, even though we got the Patrick Mahomes killer on the Steelers now, but still, like, man, Xavier Worthy, he's just a flyer. He can catch. He Tyreek Hill, they got Tyreek Hill back. That's what they just got back out of him. But he in his own way. Then you like, how did so they like, okay, y'all want to go grab all the sexy picks. I'm gonna go and get me a offensive tackle that I could develop. I'm gonna go grab the Kingsley dude from BYU. That's who I'm gonna grab. All right, y'all want to get the sexy picks. That's who I'm gonna grab up. And that's cool. And that's cool. So you like, okay, because that's what they do, right? Because not only do they just develop players, they get players. But then what really blew me, and I really forgot about, dude. I really forgot about him for real as a tight end. And I don't know how, because I think I'm just so high on Jaheim Bell. But man, they went and grabbed Jared Wiley from TCU. I'm like, oh my goodness. Look, I know y'all, but if you want me to say that, if any, like, he reminds me of Travis Kelce. He does, yo. He does. I ain't gonna lie. He reminds me of him. It's like they got two of them on one team now. Like, oh, like they be like, how? Like, I mean, but I guess you could just give props to the development of these programs. Then they go and grab the center from Penn State, man. Kamal Hayton, the cornerback, man. Man, look, Jared Wiley, man. I don't think last year was a year that popped off, man, really. But he's been around since they went to the Natty, and he is a problem. He's a matchup nightmare for real, bro. He knows how to use his body, his speed. I like what the Chiefs did. Um, but look, they didn't address all their needs, but those picks that I like, and I think that's the only three picks that they really honestly need to hit on. Really not even with the offensive line, just two of those guys out of everybody they draft. Jared Wiley, because we know Kelsey's on the back end of his career. Let's just be honest. And then getting Worthy, I mean, because they got a receiver that can't race cars on a racetrack. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to race it in a neighborhood with all that money you got. Like you just can't pay somebody that got a just ignorant. But anyway, yeah. So they get a C for me, man. But I like them picks though. The Chargers went and grabbed up Joe Holt. Joe Holt, like, I think we honestly got the best offensive alignment, and I'm not saying that just being biased. I'm saying that because of me watching college football last year. Joe O played pretty good, but he struggled with some kind of with some guys, especially speed was one of his things because he was easy to recover with that because he's so tall, so long with a long arm, so he was able to get guys, you know what I'm saying. But if somebody had a little bit of power, then he struggled with that. But he's a solid tackle, and rightfully so. I guess you can argue that he could be the number one pick, but the best offensive lineman. I meant not the number one pick, but the best offensive lineman. I'm not mad at him from going there. I thought that he would probably go Brock Bowers. I don't, because Brock Bowers could block too, and it being a tackle on the edge, but he really went and got a true tackle, and I'm not mad at him for that. Lad McConkey, receiver from Georgia. You know what? I'm gonna give them a B plus, but I really want to give him an A plus only because he was in college football last year, so he knows a lot of these guys. You know what I'm saying? That came out into the draft. So I cannot sit here and say that Harbaugh do not know what he's doing. So I'll give him an A minus because he knows what he's picking. He knows what he's picking. I'll take the B plus back. I'll give him an A minus. He knows what he's picking. Period. Even if we don't understand the guys that he picked, Jim Harbaugh for the Chargers, if we don't understand that, just know and trust that he evaluated all this talent. He was in college last year, national championship winner, by the way. Shout out to him. And he knows the talent that was in college football. He knows it. Period. Let me end with that. The Los Angeles Rams. Shout out to the Rams. What up, Chris Brown out there? I know you be watching me, cuz what's going on? The Rams, man, your Rams, Jared Verse. You got Jared Verse. I know you a big Florida State fan on top of that. So I know CB happy he got him. I was happy to see to see the Rams grab him, but I was more happy about Blake Corum. I'm surprised they be disrespecting running backs nowadays, man. I swear. Blake Corum is better than the grade that ESPN is giving him. They're only giving him an 80 grade, but he's way better than that. Way better than that. I'll argue with anybody and stand on it. But to me, honestly, he is the best running back that came out of the draft this year. Blake Corum went to the Los Angeles Chargers. To me, he is the best running back that came out of the draft. Just to me. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not against short guys because I'm a short guy myself. I'll say that again. But Blake Corum just played bigger than that. And when he goes behind that offensive line up there and the chart and the Rams got a really young team. So when the Rams get hot, watch out because they're going to be hot for years because they got a young team behind that. But in a draft with the Rams dead, I gotta give them a D minus, bro. even grabbing. And I know you like, wow, I got you. I mean, look, but look, they really didn't need that much. But when I'm talking draft grades, I'm talking draft grades, them addressing their needs, and they didn't do that in the draft. They didn't address what they needed in the draft. Um, and to me, and then but I do like the picks of Jared Verse and Blake Corum. I do like those picks, and I will, talk about that. But yeah, I don't think that they addressed everything. We could talk about it if y'all want to. Las Vegas Raiders grabbing Brock Bowers, Jason Powers Johnson, and Devonshire from Pittsburgh. I like those picks. I like what the Raiders did. Um, they got a hit with those picks. Their last overall pick, getting Devonshire, the cornerback from Pittsburgh. I think that he's aggressive, especially in the underneath zone too. When he gets to play that way, man, watch out. Watch out. I think he's a better zone receiver than man. That's just to me, though. That's just to me. He holds it down well, good tackler. And that's if you're going to end your draft off like that, grabbing somebody guy like that, yeah, it's a problem. Jackson Powers Johnson, I think, was another center that we was looking at in Pittsburgh. So look, I'm not mad at that pick. I think he's a real good center. I think that that's going to help them out a lot up there. And Brock Bowers was just they say the experts say he's a generational tight end. So I can't wait to see what Brock Bowers do. He did look good in college. It just looked like he just knew how to get open. He didn't. He looked slower to me on tape, but he just looked like he just knew what to do. He just knew, like, I know what to do with this. I know what to do against this defense, and that's what's going to make him better. His overall awareness of the game and being able to catch. So look, the Raiders though, but honestly, y'all didn't grab y'all QB because y'all stole it because that was stolen. Yeah, they stole him. The Falcons stole the QB. They was definitely looking at Michael Penix. Um, but I ain't mad at them for doing that. However my co-host says, but they didn't get their QB. But look, we don't know what Gardner Minshew's going to do. But I gotta give him a C plus though, dog. I got to, even with those picks, dog. I got to, dog. That's just me though. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Somebody else might give him something better, but Truck and Chubby's just not gonna do it. Let's get them views up, get them likes up, man. Jump back up, jump back up. Um, Miami Dolphins. Let's talk about the Dolphins real quick before, man. Look. I had to give him a moment of silence. I mean, Chop Robinson, the edge from Pittsburgh. I mean, from Penn State, not Pittsburgh. That's and I like Muhammad Kamar, the edge from Colorado State University. I like what I saw. Flashes of him, got potential, high ceiling if you ask me. But Miami, what is that? Yeah. That's my first F. Let's just say that. Yeah, that's me. That's Truck and Chubby. That's Truck and Chubby. That's just me. But look. Let me be fair. Let me be fair. Let me be fair. Let me be fair. I don't think the Dolphins needed much out of the draft, if that makes sense. The Dolphins really don't need much out of the draft. They're right there. The Dolphins are literally a couple plays away from being in the AFC Championship. So let's be fair about that. Was the Dolphins, the draft don't got nothing to do with the Dolphins as a team. This is only my draft grades and my draft critique. The Dolphins as a team is a problem. Let me be clear on that. The Dolphins as a team is a problem. They did not need much out of the draft. They did not. They will surprise me. I'm sure they will. They went and got some beef, and that's what all they needed. All right. So let's just keep keep that in mind now. Gotta put those disclaimers out here. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. But with this, we keep it moving. All right. Thank y'all for rocking out. The Minnesota Vikings. Okay, now we getting somewhere. We getting there. I look, man. I'm not gonna sit here and JJ McCarthy. I talked about him big, and if we didn't get Justin Fields for some odd reason, I wouldn't have been mad if we would have went after JJ McCarthy. I wouldn't have been mad at that. He's the biggest mystery, and they really mean that because they're like he can make the throws. Um, his unselfishness, the way that he leads a football team, he just want to win. He don't care. He don't care about looking good while he doing it, and that means a lot because that means that he's not going to pull a Lamar Jackson in the playoffs last year. What do we mean by that? Lamar Jackson's strong suit was running around, getting them extra yards, doing all that. He gave into the hype of everybody. Lamar Jackson needs to stand. No, he don't need to stay in the pocket. Lamar need to play like how Lamar Jackson play, and they run through the Chiefs like nothing else. If he play like how he got to play, they are in the Super Bowl right now. Period. Period. Don't let the media and what people are saying get you out of your game. And JJ McCarthy's not going to do that. He's going to stick to the game plan. If the game plan say dump the ball 1,000 times to Debo Samuels on a 3-yard slant or a just drag route, he's going to do that all game long. And let's not forget that JJ McCarthy will scoot on you too. He will scoot on you. So I mean, what are we talking about? And when you got a quarterback like that, and when you got that mentality, like I'm not going to let the media hype me up. JJ McCarthy needs to throw 40-yard bombs, 35-yard bomb. He ain't hearing that. He like, nah. What I need to do is win. And if I gotta hand the ball off every play, I'm going to do that. If I leave this game with my stat 0, but my running back got 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, and I only threw a 3-yard touchdown in the game, but it was the game winner. And that's what I like about JJ McCarthy. To be honest, that's what I like about him. Period. Just that attitude, that bravado that he has. He's not going to get caught up in the hype. And I don't think that. And I know Lamar learned that too now. But and that's what I really like about JJ McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings and what they did in the draft. Um, I know the experts saying that they didn't address all their needs. And I don't, when I'm looking at it, them grabbing their top 3 picks to me is what really I'm gonna give them a B based off of that. JJ McCarthy, Dallas Turner, and Kyrie Jackson, a cornerback from Oregon. Man, just watch the tape on Kyrie Morgan. 6'4". Like, just watch him, bro. He like, come on. And he gonna be going against 2 of the best receivers in the NFL, arguably. Like, let's just call it what it is. So I got to give them a B on that. All right. New England, the Patriots. Shout out to the Patriots for drafting Joe Milton. That's another quarterback that I did a video on, Joe Milton. And I know everybody want to talk about Drake May, but we better be watching for Joe Milton to win that spot. Their 6th-round draft pick. They went and got 2 quarterbacks, but look, Joe Milton the third, he might get the job over Drake May. And the reason why, to me personally, I didn't, Drake May. I didn't. Sam Howell tried to play a lot of hero ball last year. A lot of people like, oh, Commanders fan, he garbage. He threw 21 interceptions. He just tries to play a lot of hero ball last year. His offensive line was trash. He was trying to make something happen. He just wanted to win, and he was playing a little impatient. But I think Sam Howell learned that he's going to go back up. But Sam Howell will be back, and he will be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. He definitely will be, without a doubt. In my opinion, Sam Howell will be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL once he gets back to a starting position. Then that's what people forget about Drake May. He played behind Sam Howell. I mean, when you're in college, the better quarterback gets it. Sometimes we know when you come in as a true freshman, you don't get it, but he played behind Sam Howell. So I knew, when that made sense to me, like, why would the Commanders draft another quarterback from the same school, but they just got rid of Sam Howell, and Sam Howell was the starting quarterback over Drake May? I wouldn't have been mad at the Patriots to just go against the grain and say, you know what? I'm getting Michael Penix. I'm getting Michael Penix, period. I don't care what nobody say. I'm getting him. But they went and got Drake May. I'm not mad at that. Drake May, I mean, he's another Sam Howell to me. To me. Um, and I think he'll play good. I think he went to a good organization. But look, key thing though with Drake May, and really why I like this pick, and I like it for Jacoby Brissett is going to be a head. He's going to be a coach one day. He's either going to be a quarterback coach, offensive coordinator in the NFL, or he's going to be a head coach at a college level. Jacoby Brissett, everywhere he goes, if the younger quarterback listened to the tutelage of Jacoby Brissett, he will be a great quarterback. And this is his latter years. And this is the same thing that Brian Leftwich did before he became an OC. He bounced around the NFL and played mentor to younger quarterbacks. And that's what Jacoby Brissett does. He's very smart. And I hope that Drake May soaks up everything that Jacoby Brissett is going to teach him, because if he does, then Drake May will have a phenomenal first year with the Patriots. If he don't, then we know why, because he's not listening to Jacoby. Um, them getting Jalen Polk, the receiver from Washington, I thought that he was a very good asset to have. The mentality that both of those Washington receivers had was they just want to win. I'm gonna run my route so you get open on your route, and I love that about the teamwork that they had, that mentality. And long as they keep that, they're going to be great. And then we go ahead to they got what Candace Wild, they got a offensive lineman from Penn State, uh, Javon Baker, the receiver from UCF. I think that's a sleeper pick. Most definitely, I thought that I think he's better than a 74. Um, But look, Joe Milton, 6th round pick. I look, that's what we need to be worried of. That's what they need. I think he might be incompetent. Look, say what you want. Say what you want. I look, he's very athletic, got the arm talent. He's going to go up there and compete for that starting quarterback position for the Patriots. Now, by all means, like, by the politics of things, they gotta let Drake May start. By the politics of things, they got to, because they spent the first round, third pick on Drake May. But best believe Drake May, if he don't get it right, Joe Milton's there. He's there from Tennessee. And look, and I made a video on him when I was talking about the Steelers, because he was a quarterback that I knew that was going to slip all the way in the 6th round. And if we didn't get, to be honest, I think if we didn't get Justin Fields, JF, we probably would have went and grabbed Milton in the later rounds. I think so. I honestly do. Jaheim Bell, the best. I think, to me, man. Look, he's up there, man. Tight end. He played running back. He's a weapon. He's a bigger version of Connor Hayward for our Pittsburgh Steelers. He is the Swiss Army knife for the New England Patriots. He could run the ball, play fullback, play tight end. He could block. I mean, look, I like the pick, and I like what the Patriots did, man. So I'm giving the Patriots a solid A. Yes, I am. Yes, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan is about to give the Patriots a solid A. It is happening. It is happening. He said, I don't think they adjust their needs either. Drake May. Oh, Drake May. Nah, Drake May. Bro, in Boston, they not feeling another brother running the show after Cam Smooth. Cam blew it. I don't. Look, he said, "Bro, I'm in Boston. They not feeling another brother running the show after Cam. He blew it. Like so. With that being said, bro, I think, to be honest, Cam Newton was in the latter years of his career. They wanted to sell some tickets. Brady's out the door. You got to bring in something, right? This is a business at the end of the day. Cam is a big showman, right? Big showman. They just want to sell some tickets to get him through the door. You know, they didn't really want to bring Cam Newton in to win a lot of games. They didn't plan on doing that. They knew he was in the latter years of his career, and they just wanted to sell some tickets. So let me get Cam Newton up here. Same thing I feel like they doing in Colorado right now with Dion. Like he's right. We seen it. We don't know if he's really a good developmental type coach, but he's going to sell tickets nonetheless. We got to be relevant. We got to be in the news every day. We got to be relevant. Got to get this program out of the shadows. Type of do. So I think that's what they was doing with Cam, in my opinion. But I like your analysis too. They not, but if Joe Milton is the better quarterback in Boston, he got the potential to be.